What's up everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be doing a PCGS reveal that I'm really excited about. So honestly, the coins aren't in these boxes, but I did want to show them because basically we're going to do 3 classic commemorative half dollars that a friend submitted to PCGS, and then after that, the 3 I have right now, I'm waiting on 7 of my coins to come back from the grading, including a 1936 double die obverse penny that I cherry picked. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to grade because it's like a personal, it has some personal significance. I'm not going to sell it, that sort of thing. But anyways, let's start with those 3. They're Booker T. Washington, nice half dollars. And then after that, we'll go and look at the coins I've got, the error, and then there's also some older Barber key dates, that sort of thing. And here we've got the box with the 3 Booker T. Washington half dollars commems. We've got 1946 P, D, and S, looking for some mid-state 66 or better. So I'll open this up and show you what we've got. And as always, I'm going to be giving you plenty of time, or maybe not plenty, but a good amount of time to try to grade the coins for yourself. Here we've got the S mint mark located right there under the cabin. Booker T. Washington, and I'm going to cover up the grade as I flip it, and then it's off camera. I'm making sure I don't look, and we'll see. Gotta do a little bit of an analysis. There's a few nicks in the face. Again, for this, there's some, we really do want the 66. I'm not that familiar with grading these types of coins, and 66 plus would be great. I feel like this is either a 65 or a 66. I'm going to say 66, but I don't think it gets higher than that. And it's a mid-state 66, so again, it's pretty, not super expensive, but maybe like a $70 coin or something along those lines. Probably, maybe it's worth grading to try to take a shot at getting that 66 plus grade. Now we're on to the 1946 D, also a similar scenario, except this time at 66. It's a little bit more desirable. PCGS has it listed in at a $100 coin, though it's a little bit discolored there on the back, doesn't look phenomenal, but sometimes coins just kind of look like that. I'll cover it up and take a look at the front here. This one, I feel like this looks a little bit nicer. There's a few nicks in his face right there, 1 or 2, but I would say that this is nicer than the last one. I'm going to say that this is a 66 plus just to be optimistic. Ooh, 65. Okay, so they didn't like it. Let's take a look at what, maybe it was just that little marker right there, maybe it was the overall appearance. I guess normally they focus more on the front, but that reverse could have brought it down a little bit in the back there. Not the worst thing that can happen at that range. It's really like a $50 coin. And then lastly, we've got this one. This one, looks good right off the bat. But I think that the grades that we need are a little bit higher here. I think we're really targeting the 67 range, and we'll see if that can happen. There's a scratch there, a mini one at least. We'll see what the front looks like. I feel like, ooh, is that supposed to be there? There's like almost a gouge. I think so, yeah. Okay, that was just me not paying attention because that would be, hopefully you didn't see that, I did not. Like a really significant problem with the coin. I feel like the eye appeal is not out of this world. I'm going to grade this a 66 as well. Maybe that's a little too high. We'll see. 65. Okay. And at that range, yeah, it's like a $40, $50 coin. Nothing too wild. But there's our first. I'm awaiting the other ones eagerly, especially as these ones are not mine. I'm hoping, I just hope that they designate the 1936 because it's my best find in just a wheat penny or a regular $25 box of pennies from the bank. So it's just cool to have that encapsulated. And here we've got the box, so I guess I'll just open it up, and I haven't opened it yet outside of just rearranging and taking the paper out, but we've got our first coin here. This one is the 1936 double die obverse, and I was able to see that they did attribute it, but I haven't seen the grade because I blocked that out with my hand as I was looking at the page. Basically, the values on this, and I'll try to give you a good view of the coin. I don't think that it would do anything more than 40 and probably not less than 25. PCGS price guide says that it would range to from 65 in a 25 grade to about 130 in a 40 grade. My prediction is that this is going to be a 35 brown. I mean, obviously it's brown, but let me first see if I can get a better view. And I think, the doubling is, it's definitely, you can see the extra thickness. I don't know if you can quite see the doubling, but there's definitely a lot of extra thickness on that coin. And I'm just so happy that I found this coin because, it was truly a coin roll hunting find. So let's see. VF30, nice. Price guide says 75 bucks, but it's worth, I think I paid like 40 bucks just to get attributed, but it's like a huge find that I made on my own, and I'm just really pleased to own in my collection at this point. So yeah, we started out with a VF30. These next 4 coins, the Barber halves, are also my coins. This next one is, I think we've got 2 1915s here and then 2 1913s. They're key dates. These are not in great condition by any means, but if we could get a 12 on any of these, that would be super, super good, because that would be like a $225 coin or so. I can't tell if this is I think that this is like either an 8 or a 10, which would be like 100 to 130, but you tell me what you think. I'm going to guess that this is going to be a 10, and we'll see. Okay, it's an 8, a little bit at the lower end. Price guide says 150 though, and again, I paid like 14 or like 20 bucks to get this graded, so definitely happy to have picked it up, and it's a solid looking coin. Gonna be in my collection now, as will this one. This one I think is in a lot worse condition, but I still wanted to get it authenticated because I felt it'll just be easier to sell it once it's in that slab. I think that this will be a 4, and that would be like a $80 coin, and it is a 4. Again, that's pretty much what I expected, but I'm glad to have it back. And yeah, I mean, we've got a solidly valued coin that I've pretty much paid face your spot for, because I just had it in my collection, and I must have bought a bunch and they came back like that, so I'm happy about that. This one, I can't tell if it's gonna 8 or 6. I think that it's a solid candidate to be a 6 just based on how the last one went, but it could be an 8 as well. And this is a 1913, so I'm just going to review. The prices look like they're similar. In a 6, this would be like a $60 coin. In an 8, it would be like a $90 coin, so we'll see. And it's an 8. Okay, cool. I guess it shows that there is some room for variance. Like, I think that this coin probably looks significantly better than this one, but they still ended up in the same, in the same holder. It could just be how some of the parts of the coin have blackened to show a little bit more detail. And then last but not least, we've got this 1913, and there's is that a big scratch there? I think it somewhat looks like it, so probably also going to be, just judging on the past standards, also an 8, but I'd be happy with a 10. And it's an 8. So let me just look over. That's also, like a $90 coin. So not bad. Those are my 5 coins, I guess. And then we have these 2, but I'm pretty pessimistic on them because they're definitely not cameo. And I'll just let you kind of look at the coin. It's a 1962 proof. We made money submitting the Franklin, and when we submitted these, we still, this is all from kind of one batch that got sent out a long time ago when the video is being released. We hadn't learned our lesson, so I'm going to guess that this is like a proof 66. Yep, proof 66. It's not a great looking coin. It's not cameo. It's probably worth like $15 or $10, something along those lines. And then last but not least, we've got a quarter. I think that this one actually looked kind of nice, but I don't even think that this, it's definitely not, at least in my eyes, not a cameo. I can't see too many major imperfections, so I'm going to say proof 67, but I don't think 66 versus 67, even versus 68, is a big difference. It's like $15 to $20, and it's a 67. That kind of makes sense. So yeah, I mean, that concludes this. At this point, obviously, like I mentioned, these are being filmed separately, so I don't have the Booker T's to just kind of show off, but we got a good variety of coins, and a few of these I'm owning, including the one that's got so much significance to me. So all of these will be fun for my collection. Maybe they'll end up in a grab bag or something like that. And then this one is definitely not going to end up in anything outside of just being treasured as part of my collection. So thanks for watching the video. And yeah, we always have coins coming in and out, and now I'm trying to film every single one of those. So you can count on me releasing a little bit more of PCGS or NGC unboxing content. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more content, and get in touch with me or contact on treasuretown.yt.com, my website, my Facebook, TreasureTown, my Twitter, @treasuretown_YT, or my Instagram, @treasuretownyt. Looking forward to seeing you on some of my other videos.